Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off once again with some comfortable conditions out there this morning with some partly cloudy skies and a light breeze. As we move through the day today, expecting dry conditions, we'll once again see some breezy conditions developing with a chance of seeing a wind advisory as we move through our working hours today. But overall, another nice day ahead with the exception of those breezy conditions. Take a look at the current surface analysis. Still seeing that area of high pressure in control over the eastern northeastern part of the country. And kind of what we'll expect over the next 48 hours, we'll see this area of high pressure start to erode away to the northeast. We'll see some weak areas of low pressure tracking along the southeastern coastline, helping to keep things a little breezy as we move into tomorrow, as well as funneling some moisture, and then this cold front up here entering the Great Lakes region that will be approaching our area as we get into Saturday, bringing our next best chance of seeing some rain showers moving through the local area. If we look at current conditions this morning, just a few clouds around 4,000 feet, scattered deck at 25,000 feet. Winds are out of the north at 6 knots, temperature at 65 degrees, and our relative humidity is at 90%. Taking a look at our current visible satellite, we can see the high clouds across the area, especially to the south of Wallops. Expecting those to slowly decrease as we move through the morning, with most of that high cloud activity drifting off to the east and drifting further south. But we do expect some clouds to continue developing around that 3,000 to 4,000 foot level. I did not see as much of that yesterday, but do expect a better chance of seeing that cloud layer develop as we move through the day today, particularly as we get into the daytime hours and into the afternoon. If we look at the European model here to see what we can expect for the next couple days, again, dry conditions expected as we move through the day today, still with that area of high pressure to our north and the area of low pressure well off the Carolina coast. It's keeping that enhanced northeasterly flow over the local areas and move through the day today. So as mentioned, expecting some breezy conditions to develop as we move through the daytime hours. And then going into the evening, we'll start to see that breeze weaken as we have seen the last few evenings. But this evening, expecting some cloud cover to stick around the area as we move into early Friday morning, with a chance of seeing some low clouds in the area, some low ceilings in the area, as well as maybe some patchy mist possible as well. Moving into the day on Friday, overall a similar day with the exception of some additional cloud cover as we start off the day, and keeping that mostly cloudy conditions as we move through the daytime hours. We will see that northeasterly breeze continue with that area of low pressure off the coast, helping to enhance that flow, but won't expect as strong winds as what we will see today or the last couple of days, but still a slightly breezy northeasterly wind. And we will see a very slight chance of maybe a few isolated sprinkles or light showers pushing through the area. Not looking very likely, and if we do see any of that activity, it won't be very impactful, but we'll see a very slight chance of maybe a light sprinkle or shower pushing through the area during the daytime hours as some of that moisture funnels in. Otherwise, we'll see mainly dry conditions and mostly cloudy conditions with slightly breezy. Going into the overnight, we'll continue to see cloudy conditions. Once again, we'll see a chance for some low clouds and possibly some patchy mist as we move into the early morning hours on Saturday. Very slight chance of maybe a light sprinkle through the overnight time frame. But moving into the day on Saturday, we'll see a return to a more southerly flow in the wind direction. We'll have that cold front associated with this upper level trough digging into the northeast. That's going to start approaching closer to the region as we move through the day on Saturday. Additionally, we'll have a weak area of low pressure off the Carolina coast there, tracking east-northeasterly, helping to funnel some moisture in. And that's when we're going to see a chance of some showers as we move through the day on Saturday. Possibly a slight chance of a thunderstorm with this activity, mainly as we get into the afternoon and evening time frame, and that's also when we'll see the best chance of some showers pushing through, our best rain chances as this front starts to push through the area. And then behind that, as we go into the overnight time frame, we'll see those rain chances diminish and some slightly breezy northwesterly winds, and once again another shot of some cooler and drier air funneling into the area at the end of the weekend. So if we look at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, once again expecting yellow conditions for those winds at or above 25 knots. Do expect those winds similar to what we saw yesterday out of the northeast, 12 to 17 knots, gusting up to 24 knots. We'll see our high temperature around 77 degrees and expecting partly cloudy conditions. And as we get into the afternoon, we'll see better chance of a ceiling developing right around that 3,500 foot level. Moving into the evening time frame. Should keep that ceiling around 3,000 feet moving into the evening. We'll see those winds starting to lighten up a bit back to green conditions until we get to about midnight. That's when we'll see our ceilings continue around 3,000 feet, and then those ceilings dropping likely to around 1,000 feet and possibly seeing a ceiling around 500 feet. So we do have that yellow risk for some reduced ceilings as well as reduced visibilities with a chance of some patchy mist around the area. Low temperature will be seasonable this evening around 66 degrees, and those winds starting off out of the north-northeast 6 to 11 knots as we start our day on Friday. Northeasterly flows still keeping those tides slightly above normal. And looking at the next couple of days, mostly cloudy on Friday. We'll see slightly breezy conditions, but looking at green conditions, not expecting those winds to get as high or as close to that 25 knot threshold. Otherwise, keeping that very slight chance of a late shower or sprinkle around the area with a high around 78 degrees. Friday evening, continue mostly cloudy conditions. Very slight chance of a sprinkle as we get into the early morning hours of Saturday. Otherwise, we'll see a chance for some low clouds and patchy mist once again with a seasonable low around 66 degrees, and with that chance of low clouds, looking at yellow conditions for those reduced ceilings and visibilities. And then Saturday, again, that's our next chance of seeing some showers in the area. Looking at mostly cloudy conditions through today, we'll see a slight breeze mainly out of the south, and then as that front pushes through late into the overnight hours, we'll see a breeze pick up out of the northwest. But just a slight breeze out of the south is going to help temperatures slightly warmer, high around 79 degrees. And again, a good chance of seeing a few showers around the area, looking at an orange risk for precip as we move through the Saturday time frame. And we do see a slight chance of a thunderstorm with that activity, so looking at a yellow risk for that lightning threat, again, mainly during the afternoon and into the evening time frame. So that's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.